Welcome, the Bhagavad Gita. What does Shlok number 32 of the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita have to do with nuclear bomb? Let's find out. Now that shloka is Kalosmi Lokakshya Krita Pravariddho Lokan Samahartam Pravitraha Ritepi Tvam Na Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Vastita Pratyanikeshu Yoddaha. I am come as time, world destroying, mature, engaged constantly in subduing the world. Even without your action, all the warriors arrayed on the opposite side shall one day cease to be. Now let's go back or rewind to the mid 20th century. The infamous Manhattan Project, a secret American research and development project to produce the world's first nuclear weapons, had been in operation since 1939, the year World War II began. Finally, in 1945, scientists on the project were ready with a prototype. On 7th May, the test bomb, code named the Gadget, was detonated in the Jornada del Muerto Desert in New Mexico, in what came to be known as the Trinity test. Trinity was a huge success for the team, and especially for physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, the director of the Los Alamos laboratory where the bomb had been developed. A few months later, a bomb just like the Gadget would be used to flatten the Japanese city of Nagasaki, eventually kill as many as 75,000 people, and effectively end World War II. The destructive power of the bomb they had developed was not something that all the scientists who had worked on it were comfortable with. Oppenheimer described his feelings after the Trinity test in these words: "We knew the world would not be the same. A few people laughed, a few people cried, most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, 'Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds.' I suppose we all felt that way, one way or another." Oppenheimer, who is often called the father of the atomic bomb, also recalled that while watching the spectacular blast in the Mexican desert, he had remembered another shloka from the Gita. that shows Oppenheimer knew his Gita well. That shloka was also from this chapter, shloka number 12. Divi Surya Saharsya Bhave Yugapad Uddita Yadi Bha Sadrishi Sa Syad Bhasatasya Mahatmanan. Meaning, if the light of 1,000 suns were to blaze forth all at once in the sky, that might be comparable to the splendor of the Mighty One. It is no surprise that it was this verse that popped into Oppenheimer's mind, for Brigadier General Thomas Farrell, one of the 10 VIPs watching the explosion, described the same sight like this: "The lighting effects beggared description. The whole country was lighted by a searing light with the intensity many times that of the midday sun. It was golden, purple, violet, grey, and blue. It lighted every peak, crevice, and the ridge of the nearby mountain range with a clarity and beauty that cannot be described but must be seen to be imagined. Chillingly, Farrell's description is almost identical to Sanjaya's description of the wonderful, terrifying vision of Krishna in his universal form at Kurukshetra. My goodness, so much similarity. Indeed, God alone knows his ways. Thank you so much for listening. Please do subscribe and share.